Well, good afternoon. I am filming here. Welcome to my new mini-series that I am going to be starting, and it is just going to be a list of how-tos. So the first one, of course, is going to be how to know which moisturizer is right for you, how to know which foundation, stuff like that, like how to apply stuff mainly. Granted, I am not a certified makeup artist or anything like that. I am just going to be telling you how I found out which one was for me, okay? So for the moisturizer, I would recommend, to know which moisturizer is right for you, I would probably most recommend just going into your local Sephora or Ulta and talking with the girls there. They have actually received some training on it and they know what to look for. So I don't know if you guys can see, but my skin is dry. There ain't much oil on here. Granted, I did just wash my face like a few minutes ago, but my skin is very dry. I have on my pajamas. Because I slept in. Anyway, so whenever I go to look for a good moisturizer, it's very important that it's hydrating. There are other moisturizers for oily skin, and there are other moisturizers for redness. I do have one by Clinique, and it is for redness, and it has helped with my redness quite a bit. Normally, if I don't have my makeup on, like my nose is super duper red, my face is completely red, like my chin's red, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but compared to the first video, my face is a lot less red. So this is what the box looks like. It's the Redness Solutions by Clinique. I put it on after I wash my face in the evenings right before I go to bed, and it really helps. So the one that I like to use is, you guys see it in all my videos, it's the Hangover RX by Too Faced. Now I know one of my friends did tell me that Too Faced is a little bit controversial. I don't know about the controversy, guys. I just know that the product works for me so far, and this is what the girls at Ulta recommended. I'm sorry if they are a kind of raunchy product or the business owner doesn't know. I just like the product. I'm just kind of getting into this, guys, so I don't like do a whole lot of research on the products that I use. Bad on me. I promise I'll try to do better on that. But anyway, so this is supposedly hydrating and lightweight. It also has SPF 25. Make sure that if you do get a good moisturizer that it does have a little bit of SPF in it. The sun does damage your skin quite a bit, and if you don't have that kind of protection, it will become very apparent in the later years. You'll have more wrinkles, your pores will show up more, you'll develop sunspots on your skin. There's a lot of stuff going on in your skin that you cannot see without the proper technology, or you may not even be able to see until you're older. So you want to take care of your skin now so it stays looking like this for a while. Okay, neat. Okay, so for this one, I just like to put 3 pumps of formula on my hand, and then you just want to rub it in. You just want to rub it in. And like I said, you want to wait 15 minutes to allow it to soak into your skin. And if you have more dry areas, whenever you put moisturizer on, it may burn, I say, for a few seconds, like maybe 5 to 10 seconds. I notice at night, after I've had like a full face of makeup and I've had eyeliner and everything, the corners of my eyes, they burn for a good 5 seconds because they're getting rehydrated versus like being dry all day. So you want to make sure that you take care of those areas. Giving my face a little bit of time to soak in the moisturizer, which remember is very important. So you can see that it's kind of still shiny and sticky. That's good. That's what helps that primer stick. So you're basically just putting glue on top of a different glue. So I've had this question a little bit recently too. How do you know which foundation is right for your skin? So think about the times, or if you can't remember, just take a day or something to not wear any moisturizer or anything on your face. With that, tell me if your face gets really oily, if maybe your skin doesn't and it just kind of dries up, like Of course, there will be some areas that you will have a lot of oil, like around your nose, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the rest of your skin. If the rest of your skin isn't oily, sticky is different because that is humidity. If it is oily, then you have oily skin. If it's just sticky and, you know, you get sweaty, that's a different thing. If it stays pretty dry and smooth and like powdery throughout the day, then you have dry skin. Granted, if you do not know what type of skin you have, I was kind of lost too. Go to Ulta, Sephora, Walgreens, CVS, screw it, just go to Walmart. Ask anybody, okay? And see if they can maybe take a look at your skin. Go in without makeup on. Don't go in with your face completely done and be like, what kind of skin am I? Because literally they won't be able to tell because you have all that makeup on, okay? So make sure you go in without it. If you have dry skin like me, I have very dry skin. So on my days off, if I'm not wearing any kind of moisturizer or anything like that, my skin stays like, it feels like the skin on my arm. I haven't like put moisturizer on my arm in a while. Anyway, so it feels like my arm where it's just smooth. It's like my skin is very soft too on my face, so it feels like a baby's butt. Got two cheeks, but anyway, so I have hair everywhere and I don't even know where it comes from. Anyway, so if your skin feels like that, then you want to go with a more hydrating primer. So the one that I like is by CoverGirl. You guys already know this. I like the CoverGirl Skin Primer Pore Minimizing. So this is more matte. However, it still hydrates a little bit. I did try another one. It was a blue one. It was by Maybelline. It was like skin hydrating, whatever. That one just made my skin and my makeup like fall off. It made all of my makeup fall off. So I don't recommend that one. If you also have more dry skin like me and you have a more matte foundation that you want to be using because it has better foundation, let's say that it's the Tarte Face Tape or the Juvia's Place foundation. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, if you want to use one of those, I would recommend getting yourself a good Lumi lotion. So Lumi lotions have more, I consider it like highlighter. It's kind of like a glow enhancer. And so it's going to peek through that matte foundation that you're going to be using, and it's going to make it look a little bit more hydrated. So yeah. If you have dry skin, use those. If you have really oily skin, you want to go for a good mattifying primer if that's what you want to look. Just make sure that if you are using a matte foundation and a matte primer, it may start to look a little bit cakey. So just kind of do a little bit of a test run. I like to use my hand. Granted, you don't want to match the shade to your hand. You want to match it to your face, but then on your hand you can kind of mix you could just kind of apply the primer on and then apply the foundation and let it dry. And if that's what you think you want your foundation to look like on your face, it's gonna look a little bit better because your hands are kind of cracky. If that's what you want your foundation to look like, fine. If it's not, then don't do it, okay? Just be careful. Some primers and some foundations do not work well together. Some of them are different. Some are non-polar molecules, some are polar molecules, and whenever those combine, they separate, just like water and oil. They don't belong together. So just make sure that you are careful. Don't wear new makeup if it's a very important occasion. Trust me, okay? I wear whatever makeup out, and sometimes I like go and I look in the restroom and I'm just like, ooh, that's a little crack there. And I'm just like, I know. So if you don't want to be like me, don't do it. Okay. If you have a lot of pores on your face, and I'm talking like big crater pores, you guys already know from my last video, but in case you didn't see it, I like the NYX pore filler. This is very similar to the Clinique pore filler that they have. This one is $4.95. The Clinique one is $28 for the same size. There's your tea. I got the inspiration to do these miniature videos from my friend Dominic. He told me that that he loves my videos, if only they were shorter, because he doesn't really have a whole lot of time to sit down and watch a 20-minute makeup review. So I'm going to be doing these for him and also for myself. He wanted me to say that I was doing them for myself, but I'm really doing them because he asked me to, and if you ask me to, I will. Okay. Now remember, you do want to use quite a bit of this if you have deeper pores. You want to try to fill those pores. It really goes in there and fills them and blurs them. That's what I like about it. I like all my skin to look like it's all the same texture. Granted, it will not happen, but it's helpful to believe. Helps if you believe. Okay. So now that I have that on, I am going to go in with my CoverGirl Pore Minimizing. I use this one exclusively on my nose and the rest of my face. I don't want to touch my cheeks now because this has a little bit more hydration to it. So it is going to make my pores pop out if I put it on there. It's not going to really matte down and blur them like I want it to. Hi, Luna. She's walking around today as the usual. Remember, you don't want to put any primer on your lip if you're... So, recently, I don't like putting primer on my lip because my lip moves a lot. I talk a ton at work. So, if you're talking a lot at work or anything like that, your makeup is going to separate on your lip. And so, for that reason as well, I no longer put makeup on top of my lip. Just make sure that you have a really good foundation that matches the color of your lip. Because if not, it won't work. Alright, and that is how to prepare your face for foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In my next video that I will be posting as well, it's going to be a mini video. I'm going to be talking about how to know which foundation is right for your skin type as well. How to kind of check as well to make sure you're matching the foundation correctly to your skin. And also I am going to be talking about concealer, and I'm going to be going through how to properly do your base makeup. So that's going to be including the foundation, bronzer, concealer, blush, and highlighter. Okay, so if you liked this video, I hope you did. I'm gonna be trying really hard to post these as soon as possible. Please feel free to give a like and subscribe. I will be posting more short videos like this soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video.